afternoon, everybody. My name is Damien McGuire, Service Manager for Arrows. We're a commissioned drug and alcohol service provider for Moray. I've got 5 minutes. I'll do my best to just give a brief overview of the group provisions that are somewhat fall under our umbrella and or one of the buildings that we have within the Moray area. Given our remit, it's very much aligned with that drug and alcohol and recovery orientated system of care that we make provision for. At the heart of everything we attempt and try to do is embedding and bringing forward the voice and experience of the lived and living experience. I myself come from that background, and on a personal level also on a weekly basis maintain connections to my peer support groups of choice. Have done so for the last, decade and a half now. So looking within the service and what's provided, we've got quite a diverse collection throughout the week. Over the years, we've attempted many various kinds of groups, and we'll continue to add and remove based on need and engagement factors. Looking at our Thursday and Friday contingents, both within Elgin, Quarriers, and the Bucky areas, we run groups under the SMART modality, SMART being a recovery-orientated system of care. It's very much centered around a peer-orientated group facilitation, albeit it does provide a structured support insofar as manuals and a group session suggestions, etc. It's rooted deeply in the REBT and CBT models at the front to address substance misuse, centered around reduction and or towards abstinence if that's someone's personal choice. But as with all recovery-orientated systems, it's very much around a holistic approach to an individual and looking beyond the presenting substance misuse challenges. It's grown quite a large following, predominantly in the Elgin base, to the point where it is a very good group of individuals regularly attending. And with this comes what often is looked for in my personal experience is beyond the group is that connection point and friendships and connections that extend and grow beyond. On Tuesdays, we have got a partnership and collaborative peer group with the SDF, Scottish Drugs Forum. This one is predominantly centered for those that are currently still living the experience of problematic substance misuse and battling to engage with the more I don't want to say traditional, but widely offered groups that are sort of contingent on an individual having arrested and or reduced at this point. So this is a space facilitated by those with lived experience that allow for anybody, regardless of where they are in their recovery journey, to come, to connect, to gain access to various resources, whether it's training, presentations from various service providers, a space to connect, make friendships, etc. So that runs fortnightly on Tuesdays. Excuse me. We've got men's space that also utilize the Bow contingents, the building that we have in the courtyard in Elgin, currently on Wednesday nights, albeit a entity in and of itself. They utilize that space. I think they're actually here to talk, so I won't go into that. On the Thursday element, we've got our whole family team approach. We've split that into two service provisions, group offering provisions. It is the SMART contingent again, but this is for the nominated and or family members supporting somebody that is battling with problematic substance misuse, also designed to offer the tools needed insofar as engaging with said individual, as well as a big focus on personal well-being and boundaries and balance, and a great place to also meet others in a similar situation to build and connect and make those relationships. And then on a monthly basis, we've got a drop-in group specific for the craft model, evidence-based model known quite well globally, for those that are also supporting somebody with problematic substance misuse, family members, friends. It's irrelevant of the title. Anyone that feels they would benefit is welcome to drop in and engage within those sessions. Wednesdays, we've also got a family group that utilize the space fortnightly. Dragonflies, predominantly also peer driven by family members that have experience with trying to support somebody, problematic substance misuse. And that is a much more informal drop-in connect group compared to the others that are offered. And then over the years, we've attempted, and we've had music groups that really comes when there's the numbers for it. So there's a ring fence time, but sort of fluctuates and is more on a request basis. I think that's, not to go over my time, which I see that I have, is kind of in a real nutshell that we're try to offer as much as we can around the recovery space, but also allow for a more holistic approach for anyone to feel welcome.